What's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Chanel. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Sex, Love, and Vibes. And today, I'm super duper excited. That's right. That's right. I'm so excited because today on the show, I have the one and only Lola Don. I am so excited to have her on the show with me. If any of you follow me on Spotify, on Anchor, or anything, you've probably heard a few of our recordings because I've had on the show before.
We had a very long.
We did. We had a long discussion. We had a long discussion. But this is the first time that we're going live together, and I want to talk about something different with this particular episode. Seeing that you're a businesswoman and I'm a businesswoman, I want to do something different. But before getting into all of that, I would like for you to introduce yourself to those who may not know who Lola Don is.
Hi, I'm Lola Don. I also go by Lauren Owens is my real name. I call myself Lola Don because I'm the Don over my life. I'm in control of what goes on in my life. I do a lot of freelance work over the years. I've been in radio, dealing with promotions and marketing, community fairs. I've worked with fashion and marketing. I even attempt to open my own online beauty supply store, social media management, marketing, things of that nature. I'm a fanatic about all things digital. And I'm a socialite. Some people call it today, they call it influencers, where you're online and you influence people. But I love being in person. I like to socialize in person and online. So definitely look me up on Instagram and Twitter at Lola Don, as well every Tuesday.
Yes.
Every Tuesday, I have an event with, I'm a part of Midwest League Magazine, 10 years strong. The magazine been around for 10 years, Black-owned magazine. And thanks to them, they have a place called the Creators Club. And at the Creators Club, they allow people to have classes and events and things of that nature. Every Tuesday is free, 7:30 to 8:30. People can come out and network, whether they have a business or they're in a career and profession, and just talk about their accomplishments and their grievances with work or with.
And I do want to talk about that because I've actually attended one of your events or whatever. Once my schedule get back, I know I always say I can't wait till my schedule gets better so that I can attend more of the events. But that at the Creators Club and your event and whatnot is such a great opportunity for anybody that's looking to create their own business or who just want to network, or if you just want to pick people brains with different things. It was a vibe. It was a whole fucking vibe. It was a whole vibe. So definitely check her out. And yes, follow her on all social media platforms at _the Don. I'm super excited. I always got put on here. Not only is she Lola Don to everybody or whatever, she's yo-yo to me because she's my best motherfucking friend. I have been friends with you. I've been friends with you for what?
10 plus years now, honey?
Oh, we've been out
since
13, 14 years.
Jesus.
That tells my age. All right.
Sit to that.
Right. Met you in college or whatever. Yes. And then it was like, you're my friend.
Yes.
You're my friend now. You're my friend. Or whatever.
Literally.
Right.
We left. We've seen each other in the bathroom, and then we left, and then it was like, we're just gonna go to get lunch together.
And that's it.
It was like, we don't know what we're gonna do for today. We was done with classes. Let's go get lunch. That was it.
And I've literally watched you grow. I know we watched each other grow, but I've literally watched you grow. You have done so many things. You have accomplished so much. I always say I'm proud of you, but I'm extremely proud of you. But some people may not know exactly what it is that you do. I know you just shared a little bit on it, but before getting into everything that you have done, I would like to know what motivates you, because you have done so many things. You have met so many people, including celebrities. She has interviewed a lot of people. She has been in the spotlight. And yes, I'm going to gas my motherfucking best friend up. I'm going to gas my motherfucking best friend up. Don't nobody else do it. Because you are amazing. And a lot of people look up to you, and including myself or whatnot. So what motivates you? What keeps you going as a businesswoman, as Lola Don, as Lauren? What keeps you going?
Well, you said keep it all the way raw, right?
I'm going to keep it all the way raw.
Okay, keep it all the way raw.
Got to do it.
Every day that I get to wake up, and it's going to start off cliche, but I really ain't got no choice. I mean, some people say you do have a choice, but I say you don't have a choice. Well, I don't have a choice. I can't speak for nobody else. If I'm gonna get up, if I got the ability to get up every day, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make sure that whatever I decide to do, I'm gonna enjoy life. Tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's gone. I'm gonna enjoy life. And while I have these 24 hours or the next hour, I'm going to try to make an impact, whether it's supporting somebody's business, enjoying life, exhibiting joy. I do say joy is my motivation. Peace is my motivation. So however I can be of service or be of service to myself or, whatever, I'm going to make it happen. And try to be that image, joy and love.
I like that. So not only do you pour into yourself, but you love pouring into those, and that's what keeps you going. And I like balance. That. Yes,
yeah,
it is. It definitely is. I can honestly say that. I like that. I really do like that. I know. Like I said, you're always on the go. You're always moving around. And you just mentioned peace and stuff. How do you maintain that? Like, what exactly is it that you do? Like, is there a special routine you do? Like, I know for me, I journal, I meditate, I pray. What do you do? What's something you have to do on a daily that brings you peace so that you don't get, like, caught up in the world and shit like that? What's going on around you?
I would say in the last 4 months, because I sucked at that. My anxiety used to be bad. I ain't going to say it's optimal level, right? Like I'm handling optimal level,
right?
But one of the things I do, I told a friend of mine, the owner of Midwest Sleep Magazine, Monday through Friday, I don't listen to music. Now, if I'm somewhere there's music playing, or if I'm listening to watch on social media and there's a song playing or something, of course I got to hear it, right? But for as me driving in the car or at home, I do not listen to music. I only either read books or I'm in the car, I listen to audibles. So there back, I'm listening to Audible, whether I'm tuning in and I'm actually listening or it's just playing. It's something about what you're listening to and how it plays on the conscious and subconscious level. And one of the things that I was learning is being more kind and nice to myself. And I'm very kind and nice to everyone else, but I used to be so mean towards myself. When you're consciously talking to yourself and the things you say when you're going through things, a little voice, very mean. Things can be very mean. So I try to listen to empowering books from all different types of people I ain't never even heard of, and let those play. For us keeping me calm, learn to say no. Truthfully, I mean, when I learn to say no to the things that I really don't want to do, and I don't have time to do, and I try to squeeze everything in there, it helps out my anxiety. It helps me to just be like, okay, chill. It's okay to say no. Like, you nervous about saying no, but once you say no, it's like, you can breathe.
Yeah.
It's like you can get rid of it. So, you think you're going to let somebody down by saying no, but if you really let them down by agreeing to something and then half-ass it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Or not giving it your all. So it's best to just say no. If you know you can't give it your all, just say no. It's okay. Everybody going to be all right. Whatever needs to get done, going to get done. You feel me? So giving myself grace to say no, give myself permission to say no, and being disciplined on what I allow in my head majority of the time, so.
I like that you mentioned that. I've said this before, and this is very important to me because a lot of people struggle with mental health. And so what I do, part of my routine, of course, I meditate, but like I have a board in my room. As soon as I wake up, I have to compliment myself. So I got sticky notes. Remember I used to do it in college?
Yeah.
So I have sticky notes on my board and I compliment myself. Whether it's say I'm bomb as fuck,
because you is
right. I'm smart. I'm loved. I'm needed. I even do it with my daughter now. I'm needed. I'm blessed. And I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I'm healthy. I do all these things because, like you said, like once you start speaking to yourself with nice words, you start feeling good about yourself and everything around you, and it brings you peace. It uplifts you. It just does something to your spirit, your soul, your whole entire vibe and stuff like that. So I don't think a lot of people understand how powerful words can be, as well as your thoughts. Be careful of what you're thinking about. Try to think positive thoughts. Try to reprogram your brain so that you can continue with your day.
Yes.
Because when you're busy and you doing a lot of shit and you just constantly going and stuff like that, you're going to get a lot of shit thrown your way. You can get distracted very easily.
Yes.
Not just from people.
But from your own self.
Yeah, from your own self.
I don't know how deep you want to go, but I was talking to my counselor, and they say the feminine energy is the creative energy, and the masculine energy is the energy that gets it done, right? So the one day she explained to me, she was like, "You're really unbalanced," because she was like, "For the last 2 years, you've been operating fully in your masculine, and your masculine was beating up on your feminine." I was like, "Oh,
so come through, counselor.
Come through. So when it's operating, when you're balanced as a human being, and both is in alignment, you can be creative and get it done. When you're balanced, they supposed to work together. And when she put that in perspective, I'm like, yeah, I need to chill out. I'm no longer in past abusive relationships. I'm no longer in past abusive workplaces, right? And so since I'm no longer in those spaces, I need to act like it. And in order to act like it, you got to get balanced. You got to tell that mean voice to shut up. You got to just retrain and reframe how your brain thinks about things. And I'm not all the way there yet. And I'm like, we talked before in Wind Down Wednesdays, healing is a journey. You never get there. It's not like an end point.
No, you're always healing.
You always healing. And I'm a lot further than where I was. But it really takes getting that balance and saying, knowing, putting things in perspective, when to be creative and when I need to tap into my masculine to get stuff done and having that balance. Because if not, you in a world of trouble, a whirlwind of trouble.
Absolutely.
Man,
I like the way she put that. I really do. Now, like I said, you've met so many fucking people. Like you've met so many people. Like shit, I haven't met nobody. I mean, I just went to the Sugar Factory with you and I saw Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hype myself up. Like, I actually met him because I didn't meet him, but I saw him though. You know what I'm saying? Give me next year. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Nick Cannon, you hear this?
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. I'm just with the networking stuff and trying to get my feet wet in a lot of things. But what's one memorable moment that you have when meeting somebody? It doesn't even have to be somebody super big, but what's one memorable moment that you have that you'll never forget? If you have any, hopefully you have.
Okay, so I ain't gonna say meet, but I always talk about this because I would have to say this was when my anxiety was bothering me. Okay. So it was I used to work with Radio 1 and Hot 96.3 and Radio Now 100.9 was throwing Santa Slam, the first year of Santa Slam. And that year, this was the year before G-Eazy and Cardi B came out with their song together. And so we invited Cardi B out. And she came out of the dressing room and we was like, my boss was like, do not let her past this gauge to where the crowd is, right? Do not let her where the crowd is. So she's backstage, not even backstage, just the outer part of the Indiana State Fairground. And so in this area, it was where just VIP or if you're gonna do meet and greets. She walks out and she walks out with her at the time, a manager that she had at the time or somebody she was cool with or whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, it's just me, my coworker, and I don't know where the security is. But if she walks out this arena and people see her, they're gonna run down and lose their shit. Okay, they're gonna lose their shit. So she walks in the hallway area, and me and my coworker is just standing there, and I want to say there was dead silence. Miles, Day of Silence. I think it was me and him because he was working with me at the radio station at the same time. He's a rapper here in Indianapolis, very dope. Got a lot of music, all on TV and everything.
He even have mental health events.
Yes, he does.
Once every few months, I always attend. Shout out to Miles, Day of Silence. Yeah, he got a new song that just recently came out. Okay, yes. Okay.
We love you, dude. We love you. So we just kind of blocking it, and she's looking past us, and we're not really blocking. So it ain't like she's up here, but she's standing there. I think she kind of understand, her power and her influence or whatever. And so what we did was some people was trying to get pictures, but we got our pictures and stuff with her. But then security walked up. We seen the security that we had walked up and kind of trying to regulate things or whatever. And everything went okay. But girl, that was the one time my nerves. I was like, please don't walk out in.
I would have started rapping her songs.
You was in the State Fairgrounds.
Yeah,
you went to if I'm like, woo. Yeah. So I would never forget that because my boss is like, do not let her walk out. What's the time to do? She's telling me what I'm gonna do. What I'm supposed to do, but I got a picture with her and she's dope. She's just real chill. I mean, she genuinely enjoyed G-Eazy's talent. She really enjoyed his talent. He's a talented individual.
What's his name?
G-Eazy.
I like the way you said it. Don't be trying to be fancy.
What? It's G-Eazy. Why can't you say Jeezy? Because we don't want to mix it with the rapper Jeezy.
Oh, and
it's about white boy G-Eazy.
Forget about that. My bad. You're right. I forgot about it.
Hit it one time.
Okay. I then you come out.
Let's go.
Let me stop.
Okay, so that's dope though. That's what's up. See, I'm gonna be there one day, so I'm gonna meet them. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna know. Yeah. Then I won't get them confused and shit.
Yeah.
I won't get them confused. Cause I'm like, why you keep saying it like that? But I forgot about they do have a song together. Okay. Now, on this journey that you're on and all the things that you have accomplished, what's one important thing that you've learned about yourself?
Ooh,
nothing that you have mentioned already, but something that you've learned about yourself that you didn't realize before.
I can manifest anything I want.
Absolutely.
I've told you this before, but not on this interview. I can manifest anything. Maybe not be exactly how I want it, but it comes to pass. Like real shit, like it really comes to pass. I just want to learn how to be more disciplined and push it even further, and see how far I can go.
You didn't know how powerful you were.
Yeah, just really tap into that a little bit more. And kind of figure out how much am I getting, because I am in my own way. And so I'm really starting to understand in what ways I'm in my own way. So I'm trying to figure out how do I push myself out the way or position myself in a way to where I can tap into that manifestation a little bit better, right? Mm-hmm. So it's more so, how can I get out of my own way, reposition my thinking patterns to be more effective in the things that getting the things that I want, that I desire, the things that I need. And when I get these things, how do I take care of them a little bit better? I'm not perfect. Absolutely. I'm a human, right? But I can always do better, right? So, what can I do better? And I think that's just a day-to-day thing. Like I said, every day you get a chance and opportunity to get it right or to do better. So,
absolutely. And I like that. That's something I just realized recently too. Like over the past 7 to 8 months, like it's something that I want, and I will always be like, man, if I want it, I'm gonna get it type thing, which is true. Anything I want to get done, I am going to get it done. I didn't realize how powerful my words can be though. Like the moment I just keep repeating something I'm saying and I got my focus on it and it has my attention, I'm on it. Yeah. That's it. It's like I'm on it. Like it's mine. I claim it. Like if it's a car, like my car before I got it, like that's the car I'm gonna get. I want that car. I got it. That's the crib I want. I'm gonna get that crib. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real powerful. So it is. I definitely understand that. Now, when doing this, like the things that this is me. I've noticed recently that since I'm doing my podcast and I'm networking a little more, I've learned that not everybody is for me. I have to be careful with what I do, who I'm around, and all that stuff like that. And it's not nothing being like arrogant or funny acting and stuff like that. But you outgrow things. You outgrow certain things and you outgrow certain people. What was your experience, or what is your experience with that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you said it's arrogant. You're not trying to sound arrogant.
Yeah, like I don't want to seem like arrogant, but I just feel like you outgrow people. Like
you outgrow your own habits. You outgrow yourself. So what makes a difference when you outgrow other people? You know what I'm saying? People be like, and even myself, when somebody wants to cut me off, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh my God, my feelings are hurt, but I should know better. So my response should be better. When people outgrow or go their separate ways, whatever the case may be, we outgrow ourselves. So how do we think that other people can't outgrow us, or other people's okay, right? So my experience, I've had to cut people off. It hurts. And even if I have to get, I try to always say I'm okay. Like on my Facebook page, I always say, if I'm posting something, talking about something that bothers you, it's okay to unfriend me. It's okay to unfollow me. I always say social media should be enjoyable, in my personal opinion. If you're going to get on there, it's a free thing. You get to choose to get on there. And if you choose to get on there, it should be enjoyable, right?
Right.
So absolutely. If I ever make your social media timeline not enjoyable, or even if I'm around you physically, if I don't make you you don't feel pleasant around me, you probably shouldn't be around me. The things that I'm saying or doing doesn't sit right with you, then you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day, whether I like it or somebody else like it or not. So I had to make some decisions. Even when I was in one of my darkest places, I had to make decisions. And, when I look back, could I have handled things a little bit better? Yes, but I'm proud of myself because I chose me. After spending so many years of not choosing me, I finally chose me. I finally said,
That's
what?
A good ass feeling.
Forget that. And it don't matter how I handled it. I chose me. I'm always choosing everybody else. I chose me this time. You feel me? And if people want to rock with me or whatever the case may be, or what, you know, if people don't like it, oh well. But how Kendrick Lamar, his recent album, the song Crown, can't please everybody.
Absolutely
Can't please everybody. You can't please everybody and please yourself. Somebody gonna have to be mad. Yeah. I'm just saying, but in order for your growth, I mean, things got to fall off. You look at a rocket going into space, pieces got to come off in order for it to even, you know, make it to the space. So it is what it is, you know.
That's one thing I've learned. I've had conversations with people. They're like, "Oh, you doing this now? You ain't got time for me. I be calling you and stuff like that." I'm like, on Saturdays, look, I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Even before going live, my weekends, I always made sure I was recording something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I was doing something. It's like I want to focus. I want to have my attention on something that I know is going to help me in ways. And, you know, I feel like a lot of times, you know, you outgrow certain things. You outgrow certain people. Some people just don't understand the path that is for you is for you, you know? So I think I'm dealing with that now. I'm definitely proud of myself. I definitely get it when you say, you know, you had to choose you, because I really think that's what I'm doing at this time.
You are. And I'm
so
proud.
I feel good about it. Like, even on my days where I'm not feeling my best, that's one thing I got on my board. I never removed that sticky note either. Like, I'm choosing me today. I'm choosing me today, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that. I'm choosing me this year. I'm choosing me next year type shit. So that's really important. That's definitely important. One thing, I have so many questions. I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try not to ask so many, because I have a stack of questions right now. How important is it for you to create meaningful relationships at this present time?
Ooh,
how's
that question?
She like, oh,
okay. So meaningful relationship. Why is it important? Or
what is a meaningful relationship to you? Because I can ask somebody else that they may see it different.
So let me set the foundation. When she says relationship, she's not just talking about romantic relationships.
Absolutely.
Relationship.
You better know me when you know me.
When she said relationship,
people be
it could be friendships, work,
Absolutely.
whatever. It's just connection between two humans, right?
Absolutely.
Working together, interacting. So what's important to me, or why is it important to me, or what it means to have a meaningful, every relationship is a give and take. And if it's more taking than giving, I feel like that's a problem. In a lot of situations, I feel like I do a lot of giving, and a lot of people don't realize how much I give. And I feel like I give, and then once people, all right, I got what I needed, or that's enough, or whatever,
they're done.
They're gonna throw it to the side. So,
like, fuck it, yeah.
but before that, they try so hard to get you on or whatever, and it's just like, that's enough. So now I'm like, example, I got my personal, well, it used to be my personal, Lauren Owens page, but it's so many people that add me that that's on there. I said, you know what, I'm gonna start me a little private. I said private, but it's gonna be my new personal page. I'm gonna use this page just for promotions. It's an ad page, and it's my full name, but it's mainly, you know, you can see all my old pictures. But it's like, I was talking to my counselor, another friend of mine's. I'm in a season where everybody don't need access to me, and if you get access, why you here? And not just why you here in my life, but why I am in your life. Those two questions are important to me. So why am I in your life? What that look like? And if you're in my life, what that look like? And what does give and take about to look like? Because I really get tired of always giving. So what does this look like? You know, and I'm very big on seasons. You know, I went through a season of kind of being numb. I'm partially grateful for it, because now I'm learning how to attach but not get too attached. Right?
Detachment.
Yeah, because you can't be too attached. Sometimes you get so attached where you have an issue with detaching, right?
Yep.
So, you know, I'm learning to like, okay, I'm attached. I'm gonna do what I need to do, but not too much, right, to people, and just enough to do what I need to do to be in that connection or whatever the case may be, and being okay when that season's over. If that season is 1 month, the season is 3 months, that season is 5 years, 10 years, whatever that season is. Amen. All right, so may it be. I say
that's what I've been having problems with. That's one thing. The older I've gotten, I can admit I get attached to something or somebody, and then when that season is up, it's like, oh,
it hurts.
It be hurting. I'm like, oh, because I'm an empath, so I be really feeling that shit. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's that spiritual shit.
But you know what? but one of the things I had to learn, I didn't mention, was boundaries.
Yeah.
That's
Boundaries. You absolutely
Boundaries. An empath without boundaries is set up to be in a lot of pain, baby. A lot of pain.
Everyone needs boundaries, but I see why you said
Yes.
empath, because we are so fucking fragile. We feel every fucking
and we're
thing.
vulnerable. We're naturally vulnerable. Like you ain't gotta force us to be vulnerable. We're gonna be vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So without boundaries, it's easy for you to take that sword out and you can cut us so easily we can bleed. And it's like, nah, bro, like put that boundary up. Like we're gonna have to say no. Like we're gonna have to be like, I pass. We're gonna have to be like, no, I'm not feeling that. Even though we like, but we want to please you. Like we want to, we want to have your back. But it's like, hey, that's where the line is at. This is the line.
Mm-hmm.
At this line, I can do this, and this up until this point. After that point, boom, it's wrap. And I think that's something that I'm learning and I'm being okay with. I actually practiced it today. I was going to change my plans. Someone was like, oh, change your plans to do something else. I'm like, no, I made plans to do other stuff. So no, I'm not going to change my plans. And I've already made a commitment just to suffice something else. It's like, no, stick to your plans. Have boundaries. And I remember something you talking about when we set boundaries. Sometimes it takes you as the person who set the boundaries to reinforce those boundaries.
I swear.
And respect your own boundaries.
This is my boundary, and this is what we're not going to do today.
Yes, like so we always think boundaries trying to tell what the other person's supposed to respect. No, but you need to respect your own boundaries, G. Like respect your own boundaries, and that helps you a lot.
Absolutely.
Like you may not feel good at the moment, but later on feels amazing. I had a wonderful day because I respect my own boundaries.
That should be awesome, though. Okay, I got one question. You might get me for asking this question.
Lord. Okay.
When having the reputation that you have and doing all the things that you have done and stuff, and you're single or whatever, is it hard to like date?
Oh Lord.
And no, but before you answer that, the reason why I'm saying that is because with everything that I have going on and stuff like that, I always get people saying, "Oh, you're so busy. You're so busy. Like, oh, you really don't have time to do this." Or either you get, I've gotten people that say, "Can I just be on your show?" I get those people. I've gotten those people. You got to
be on your show.
Yeah, can I be on your show? Like they'll compliment and stuff like that. And after a while, hey, here's my card. Can I be on your show? Type thing. So like, how is it like for you? Like, is it hard because you've done a lot of shit? Your resume is good as fuck. I don't know if people know. She bomb as fuck. She is. I'm gonna gas your motherfucking ass all the time.
Let me say this. I don't date right now. You want me to be raw? I don't date.
Okay.
I'm not in an emotional place, or I'm not ready to date to get back out there. So I just, hey, if you want to hang out, cool. We want to kick it, cool. But I am not the type. I'm not going out here and saying I'm just not ready for a relationship. So I make that up front. Foremost, I'm not ready for a relationship. I would not put nobody through no mess, or lead nobody on. I don't play that. Treat others how I want to be treated. But what I've learned is, whether this was happening in the past and in present, is that I've came across individuals who will make it seem as if they want to network and work with you, but their underlying intentions is something more intimate.
Mm-hmm. They'll just use that just to reel you in for some shit.
Or as a door to get to that. And it's unfortunate because the way my brain is set up, once you start talking about, because people often have paid me just to pick my brain, right? I got this idea and I need to know what to do here. I'm at this point. I don't know how to get past this. So how can I get past this point? And I could just pop stuff off, all type of ideas, and it sucks because once you bring me an idea, you say, okay, I want to work together with this. And of course, some things going to require time and research and things of that nature. But then you start muddying the waters and want to, and it's like, bruh, we're not doing that, because it's like you came to me with one thing and you can't stick, like you're not sticking to what you really want. You want to go this. It get real messy. It's like either you want this money or you want this honey, and you need to figure out which one you want.
Get this honey, but we can get this
money. Like, what you trying to do, bro? Like, what you trying to do, man? Like,
real shit.
Hey, like, and it sucks. It really do, because people are not upfront. At first, they're not real with themselves. then they're not real. You can't, if you're not real with yourself, you're not real with other people. And then just being manipulative and slick. You know, half the time all you do is just be upfront and just be honest, and things go a lot smoother when you're just upfront and honest. You never know what can happen if you're just upfront and honest. You know,
a lot of motherfuckers don't realize that shit is important.
It's very
Everything
important.
we don't want that shit, but we really do.
Yeah.
We respect you a lot more.
It's the respect factor
It is
that's in there. It goes a long way.
I can honestly say that. What is a piece of advice that you would give me that you haven't given me before? Like,
cupcake.
We all on it. No, she didn't. Just
advice. Okay. All right, some advice.
And just be anything, like, you know, because you know how I am.
I'm gonna say this. Jealousy, it ain't gonna be just women just jealous of you. And I'm gonna say this on air. It's gonna be jealousy from the opposite sex too. Jealousy don't have a gender. Jealousy don't have a face, a skin color. Envy don't have a skin color. And it's a natural human feeling to have these things, right? But it's how the person chooses to work through them.
Absolutely.
And I say that from experiencing, now that I'm beginning to feel again, jealousy was one of the feelings I felt with somebody in particular. And I was talking to my counselor about it. I was like, I really support this person and I want to see them grow. How do I work through this emotion? Because I'm like, when I think about growing up, I don't ever remember
Were they jealous?
No, I was.
You was jealous. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, now that I'm beginning to feel again, I'm like, why is this the first feeling that I'm really starting to feel like? And like, you know, it's all about how you handle things. If people are operating in survival mode, then that jealousy is that emotion that ties into that, and they're gonna try to do anything and everything so they can eat. They're gonna try to use you, manipulate you, and like I said, every connection is a give and take. But a lot of people get in that take. It's like, what am I gonna get out of this?
Yep.
What am I gonna get from this? I see what you need from me, but what am I gonna get? What's the return? Because, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, asking what you're gonna get out of the situation. There's nothing wrong. And also use your intuition. Intuition is not just for relationships, for connections too. And just be mindful. Usually what you first pick up on usually is what it is in the end of the day. And just be mindful. Jealousy does not have a gender, a race, no nothing. And I think I've already told you this, but I'm gonna say it again. Opinions are like a pile of clothes on the floor. Pick up what's for you, leave the rest on the floor.
I love it.
I said it to you before, but
I don't remember that shit, but I like it.
Like opinions, and, you know, and criticism always comes with a solution.
Right.
If it doesn't come with a solution, then it's not criticism. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So remember, true criticism always comes with a solution. It's never coming with a derogatory mark or, you know, it's cute, but no, what's the solution? That's when you know it's true criticism. So keep that in mind as well. Because I've always tell people, you know, I want to know, but people would tell me what they don't like and never gave me a solution to things. I will always seek the criticism. I'm like, no, I could take it. But when I look back, I got so used to taking criticism and wanting criticism, but really people never gave me solutions.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Like, you just point in everything that you don't like, and it adds on to me feeling like I'm not enough. What's the solution? Or solutions with an S. Solutions. If it don't come with a solution, it's not criticism. It's not constructive criticism at all. It don't come with a solution in the plan.
I like that.
Period, poo.
Period, poo. That's my daughter said. Period, poo. Before we go any further, I do want to say that I had a few people ask if they can call in. This is the perfect time to do so. If you want to call in, please feel free to do so right now. Let me go ahead and give you the number. Yeah. Producers on it. Hey! That producer on it, bro. That's the DJ sound. DJ horn. Yes. If you want to talk to us real fast, whatever, it gotta be quick though. It gotta be quick. The show is not that long.
Not that long at all, buddy.
55 minutes. You got some questions, anything you want to say, anything you want to ask, slow the down.
Yeah, tweet me. LO_. Okay.
You can tweet after, goddamn
Okay,
it. You can tweet after.
You're right.
But feel free to call in. I want some callers. I want to hear from y'all. We would like to hear from y'all or whatever. Like I said, like when doing this particular episode, I wanted to talk about entrepreneurship. I wanted to talk about business, building your business, and just getting advice, because it's a lot of people nowadays, especially when the whole Black Lives Matter thing came out. Everybody was like, "Oh, starting my business," shit like that. So I felt like this was the appropriate topic for that. You know what I'm saying? Not always want to just talk about the same thing: sex, relationships, love, and stuff like that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about getting this bag. You know what I'm saying? How can we motivate each other and stuff like that? So I felt like this topic was necessary.
Yes.
You know, I want to mention also when starting a business, whether it's a podcast, a small business, you want to sell jewelry, you want to sell perfume, oils, whatever the fuck it is, it may be. Anytime you step out on faith, it's going to be hard and it's going to be uncomfortable as fuck.
That's true.
But you know that's for you when you are uncomfortable, because you are not supposed to be comfortable. I was taught that. You're not supposed to be comfortable. Anything that's meant for you is not supposed to make you comfortable at all. So, yeah, like if you have any questions, call in right now. Call in with some questions so we can just talk about it or whatever. Like, is there anything you want to say while we
entrepreneurship is if to be an entrepreneur. I was reading a book about leadership, and I wish I could pull it up right now and look up the name. Entrepreneur. He was talking about leadership. Not all entrepreneurs are leaders, right? Leadership can be taught, though. You know, you can teach somebody to be a leader, but everybody can be leaders. Entrepreneurs are good at solving problems. They're good at taking risks, calculated risk, jumping out there, not being afraid to fail. But leadership is something that, there's a difference between being a boss and being a leader.
Absolutely.
The boss says, go, everybody got to work for them. But a leader is like, let's go together,
Absolutely.
And so be mindful of that too, because, Black people, specifically Black women, we're the most people who start small businesses. But as we get to a point of hiring people, we got to be careful, what that look like between leadership and being a boss. We also got to think about funding, always looking for funding. That's another thing.
That's hard.
It is hard. But one of the things that was brought up in a word at my event, you have to register your business as a minority business. You are a Black business. We see your skin color, but in the system,
obviously,
right? But if you're just pushing your brand and your face is not at the forefront, of course, you still in the system got to register as a minority-owned business, and there's a reason why. Because when there's certain jobs or things or requests that comes down the pipeline in your state or city or county, they have a duty and responsibility to look through the minority businesses first. So definitely check that out. Get your business registered. I think you have to register every year, every 2 years, but get it registered as a minority business in the system, so they know, and you be first to know about the funding that come down the pipeline and things of that nature. I've been hesitant about starting my online beauty supply store yet, and I seen something yesterday with an idea because I wanted to be a mobile beauty supply store, and this girl had it wasn't a beauty supply store. She does other stuff, but she had that mobile setup that I like, and I keep thinking about it, and I'm so nervous. It's something that I'm afraid of, but I keep thinking, it's entrepreneurship for me. Is it okay for me to be a freelance?
But you're already doing it though.
In a sense, but there's a difference between freelance and entrepreneur.
Okay.
There's a difference. Freelance, we're kind of working for ourselves, but we're necessarily working for people. And it's not necessarily that we own a business per se, you know. And it's okay if entrepreneurship is not for you. I think 4 years ago, this whole girl boss and you got to work for yourself. It's okay, because if everybody's chiefs, who's working for the person? If everybody's chiefs, where's the Indians? You a chief of what? What are you a chief of? If everybody's a chief, so it's not everybody's calling to be an entrepreneur, but it's okay to take a step out there and try it. Give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself, whether I go back to my online beauty supply store or not, or I shift gears and start another business. I am proud of myself for going out there and trying it, because I could easily be like, nah, I'm never doing that. For the longest I did that, I ain't never starting a business. I ain't ready
yet. It's not the time yet.
I did it. Like, fam, I did it. I got the LLC. I went into research about the trademark.
Mm-hmm.
I did the branding, the graphics. I know I do all that. I did the website. I did my research on where to find the products, because I'm going to be real with you, the beauty supply store industry. If anybody's watching and know about the beauty supply store industry is ran by Koreans, and it's very hard because for them it's generational. And those resources and where to get those products, it is so hard to penetrate through. The only blessing is that now that we're getting more Black wholesalers, right? We have more access. We have the internet now. Younger Koreans who are in the beauty industry are willing to work with African Americans and help them, or African American beauty supply stores. So because I'm able to do the research and network with others who have those businesses, it's been helpful. Like, I am proud of myself. I know I can start anything and do anything that I want to do because I did it. The question for me now is it something I want to continue? That's the phase where I'm at. Do I want to go back to it? Do I want to continue? Because it costs money to keep those products. You know, it's different from a service industry. If I do a graphic, I can just use my phone or my, laptop and whatever. You need me to type up something, edit something, whatever the case may be. You need me to go to the event and work something, or that's different. When you selling a product, you got to re-up on those products. And every time, that's a different thing, different ball game, and
It's it can be scary.
It can.
It can definitely be scary. And I say that because for some people they don't know, but my background is in education. Mm-hmm. Teacher for 8 years or whatever. But I have a mentoring organization. And you remember when I first started my mentor? Mm-hmm. Man, she was the first person to buy my damn card. She brought me some what are they called? My business cards. I have a mentoring organization where I mentor teenagers. Now I've been out here in Indianapolis for 4 years or whatnot, and I haven't really been putting forth the effort. I'm always getting distracted and shit like that. But I told myself this is going to be the year I start working on that. So I get what you're saying, because sometimes we get distracted or we get a little fearful of certain things and stuff like that. But shit like you, I'm telling myself I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, my podcast is my baby, but I got other shit I want to do too. Yes. Like, as you know, like, center stage mentoring has always been my thing. Like, I've been doing that since 2013, but since I've got to Indianapolis, it's just like, I'm a mom now, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and stuff like that. So you're right. Yes. I get what you're saying. It can be. It can definitely be a little scary, but it is what it is.
Yes.
It is.
And knowing when to, and I'm not saying for you, but in general, an entrepreneur is good at knowing when to let go. And letting go is not necessarily mean giving up. It's knowing, okay, when to shift gears, when to shift gears. So it's not saying you're afraid. It's knowing when to let go. Like, I was watching Shark Tank, and one of the things he said, one of the sharks was like, I'm not even going to invest in the business if you ain't been in business 3 times, or you ain't at least failed and tried 3 times, because what do you really know? If I'm going to invest all this money into you. So if you ain't at least failed 3 times, or no error, no nothing, mm-hmm. Then if you would never switch gears or have any, you got your feet in the game, mm-hmm. I won't even invest in you. So whether you stick to the same thing or you shift gears and do something else, try it out. You just never know until you try it. I'd never recommend people be like, I thought about it, but I ain't gonna do it. No, try it. Just give it a chance. Like, give yourself a chance.
Stepping out on faith.
Step out on faith.
Step out on faith.
And if you find out, it's all about learning yourself. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. Give yourself grace. It is okay.
What's for you is for you. Mm-hmm. And whatever is yours automatically. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I tell myself that all the time. Shit, if that's for me, that's me. That's mine. Right there. That's mine. I got it.
Yep.
If I don't have it, it was never mine to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything, So you absolutely right on that. Like, I'm super duper excited because I am, because I really feel like this was
excuse my allergies, y'all.
Girl, you fine. It ain't COVID. It's cool. No,
I got allergies.
No, I really feel like this was well needed. I be getting a lot of talk about, starting up your own business, going out on faith and stuff like that. And I'm saying we talk all the time, but I feel like this particular conversation is well needed for somebody. I was just on the phone with Sharon, and shout out to Sharon, because she was just on here. She thought I wasn't gonna shout her ass out. Hey, mama. But I'm just talking to her with her starting up her own business stuff and doing, amazing things. And Sharon does a lot of stuff. Y'all gonna see her on the show one day soon. But it's just so many people that's trying to do stuff now, and step out on that faith. Don't let nobody discourage you at all type shit. Like, don't let nobody discourage you at all. I don't give a fuck if it's supposed to be a friend, a relationship, or whatever the case may be. If you got to leave that motherfucker, leave.
Not for real though. Not like
leave.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Because you gotta live this life. Like
right.
I gotta live this life. You gotta live this life. And at the end of when you 60 something years old and you looking back at the stuff that you wish you had done and like do it now. Like I'm 31, you 32. Okay. Sorry.
No,
but I'm just saying like we when we 60 and we looking back,
like I did that shit. But I was afraid to do this. Like even like off camera and stuff, off air, like I call my producer and be getting advice from him and shit like that. Shout out to my producer because he dope as fuck.
Woo-hoo.
I'm always gonna gas his ass up too. But no, I'm like even before doing my podcast, like entirely the audio version before going live, I was a nervous wreck because I'm like, when doing this, even when deciding on the title, motherfuckers gonna come for me.
Oh, they gonna come either way.
They gonna sex, love, and vibes. Oh my God, what is she talking about on there? She gonna talk about sex, or is she gonna be like that? The last episode that I did, great episode. Shout out to Jay, the sexologist. Shiny, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. But you wouldn't believe, I got some feedback from it. It was some good, and I ain't gonna necessarily say it was bad. My producer told me don't say bad. It wasn't bad, but I got some, some comments regarding that type shit. And I had to put in my mind, like, Chanel, like you said, you're never going to please every fucking body.
Shout out to Kendrick.
If this is what I want to do, all I can do is say, fuck it.
And it's not for everybody. It's not for
everybody.
No,
it's not. It's not for everybody. Like,
it's not.
And that's what I got to keep in mind. Sex, love, and vibes is not for everybody. It is not meant to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want no raw shit, if you don't like a lot of cursing, if you don't want no weed smoking chick who drink wine occasionally, who about her bag and who's going to be outspoken and blunt as fuck, you probably want to watch it. You probably don't want to do that shit. You know,
I know that's right.
And even when coming on to the show and being interviewed by me, just know, like I even told her, and she's my fucking best friend, like, hey, I got questions. I'm asking questions. I don't give you no questions beforehand type thing. No, you trust me? I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to put you on here and like disrespect you or make you feel no type of way or whatever like that. I'm going to respect you just like you respect me. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I just want to re-emphasize that in the climate that we're in right now. You would never have somebody call in. You would never have somebody on air and disrespect them. I just want to put that in emphasis. And those who are watching will know what I'm talking about in this climate right now. She would never have somebody call in and disrespect them and degrade them. She would never have somebody on air and degrade them because it's positivity and it's genuinely to uplift. So I want to reiterate that and highlight that. And if anybody get mad at me for saying that, oh well.
Fuck them.
Fuck it. Them.
I'm about to do enough.
Got me fucked up.
Got me
Bam. It's gonna be real. It's real genuine love. It's really positivity. It's nothing. You don't have to embarrass somebody or degrade them to get them where they need to be, right? For them to get the message.
Absolutely.
So,
and that's what I want to get across. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. So when I'm telling people about it or I'm out networking and shit, and they're like, so what is sex, love, and vibes? It's me talking my shit. It's letting people get the real
and kicking the breeze.
It's kicking it. It's a whole vibe. That's why I'm on Saturdays at 9:00 p.m.
Every Saturday.
Because I'm literally just chilling and it's a whole fucking vibe. That's it. No fucking judgment zone at all. It is what it is type thing. So just want to keep that in mind. I really do. So
somebody call in.
I know we ain't got no callers. That's okay.
Do you have more questions?
I don't have no more questions.
Okay.
I've asked some amazing questions and I don't want to get too just in the
I think you might have some other questions you might want to
ask. Besides, the memorable moment, who was your favorite celebrity to meet?
My favorite.
Like, who was the one like, damn, I almost got starstruck type shit? Have you experienced that yet?
I don't think I've experienced starstruck. Oh, okay. So I cried at a concert and I was by the stage. It was Isley Brothers, Ron Isley.
For real?
I cried.
Him?
Girl, yes, it's Ron Isley.
Well, they say he was Zaddy. Don't start. Don't start. I thought you were about to say Omarion because you did meet Omarion and you sent me a picture.
Yeah, but it
jealous.
wasn't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't. You was about to. But I get it though.
I've been listening to Ron Isley. Like I've been listening to Isley Brothers since I was like 12. We got older parents. So
you got to call her.
You said what?
You got to call her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got somebody calling in. calling? Who calling us? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello, hello, hello,
Hi.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. How are you?
Oh, hi. I do have a question.
Okay.
It's mainly pertaining, business wise, So I'm gonna say me. I am definitely a talent woman, and my only thing that's the problem is social media. I am not, you know how everything is social media. Everything you gotta, post to get people, get clients, get certain things. But I'm not as social as I used to be in my younger, my younger days. I'm like, I'm so like, what can you say? Like, not scared, but like, oh, if I post this, they might not like it. Being criticized, and of course, stepping out on faith is a great thing. But it's like, some people need a little bit more than, a little bit more than. So, what could you say or give advice on trying to be a little bit more social so that you can be able to get yourself out there?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna share a piece of advice, and then Lauren's gonna add. Lo, the Don gonna ask afterwards. Basically, I would suggest pace yourself. Pace yourself. Even if you don't get on there all the time, like maybe you need to make a schedule where you're on there like once or twice throughout the week or whatever. And when you are on there, give yourself a time limit if possible. That's one way to deal with it. If you feel like when being on social media, it can be overwhelming and and it can just cause a lot of chaos in your life or riffraff, whatever. Set a schedule to say, oh, okay. And this might sound like lame to somebody, but I've actually had to do this before. Like, okay, these are the days I'm going to go ahead and dedicate some time to social media to market myself or my brand. And I'm going to spend this amount of time doing so. So that's one piece of advice I will share with you. Another one is to keep in mind that, like we said before, nobody is ever going to like the things that you like. So at the end of the day, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's just being honest. Like somebody's gonna always have something to say or whatever. This may be something new for you. This may be something like out of the box for you, or whatever the case may be. Program your mind to understand that this is what you want. You are dope as fuck, and this is something that you have set in your mind that you want to get done and accomplish. So you're not set up for no distractions. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. Keep that in mind, type thing.
Okay, and then I'll add on connect your Instagram to your Facebook, because you can post from Instagram to Facebook. I do that. Yeah. And I really want to say vice versa as well. You can post from Facebook to. You can. Second advice: if I can add your business page as like a friend page, it's not a Facebook business page. Make sure it's a page where I can go and like it. Secondly, if I go and like your page, you're able to schedule posts. And it's very important to try to take a Sunday, or if you need to go week by week, every 2 weeks or a whole month, and kind of write out some captions, or it might be something depending on what your field is, what your business genre is. See what the conversation is around that business. This is why Twitter's good. A lot of people don't like to have a Twitter business page, but the good thing about Twitter is you get to join conversations within your field.
Yes, and they have audio rooms.
Yes, and then you get to realize what people are talking about. Because if you were in the health beauty industry, when Jada Pinkett was talking about alopecia, that's a good time to talk about, okay, alopecia, you sell wigs, the wigs helping out, the hair oil, if you have to wear your hair bald, the earrings you can wear, if you wear jewelry, like you can understand the conversation around what's going on in your field, and then let those be the captions, right? Let that be the content for the week. Schedule stuff out. So I would say sit down, take an hour, sit down, write down some captions, some topics. Okay, we're going to talk about if it's automotive, we're going to talk about how to change a tire, how to, if it's nails,
right. Just anything it might be.
Yeah, you're going to write down these different things, what could be captions, and then you're going to find places like Unsplash and find photos, or if you got pictures in your phone that you got, or it could be old pictures that you've had, and then or links or other articles, right? It ain't going to be articles you wrote. It could be articles that you find on the internet that are suitable to your clients. kind of match those things up. The
Mhm.
grand scheme of things, you should have a social media calendar. But if you're just starting out and don't know how to use a social media calendar, creating those captions starting 7 days a week, for the next 5 days, and you may not want to promote on the weekends. You might just do Monday through Friday. Boom. I'm at least have one post a day. And let's say for each day, I'm gonna have these 7 captions,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna have this content. And then you can reuse content. It's called evergreen content. There might be some content you might have circulate and pop out again later on, like a month from now, whatever.
Right.
What content is evergreen content? So, stay in the conversation. Know what people in your industry are talking about and join that conversation. What have you experienced? And talk about your experience, right? It's kind of like blogging, but you can do that, right? Have that conversation there. Go live if you want to go live, if you're okay with that. If you don't want to go live, Facebook have rooms. Create a little room, right? And promote that. But the goal is on social media is to keep talking. So even if it's just a post or if you schedule to go live, schedule that information out. And then let that go on there. I know we got only a few times.
Right.
But I'll say go week by week. Just do it week by week. Take your time.
Pace
Schedule that
yourself.
content out.
Pace yourself. Take your time. But whatever it is that you're trying to do or that you're doing, baby, do it. I encourage you. And I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, I'm proud of you. Whatever it is, I'm proud of you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
You're
no
welcome.
problem.
Thank you for calling in.
All right.
All right, baby. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Sex, Love, and Vibes. Thank you, Loda Don, for joining me.
No
It's been a
problem.
pleasure. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to everybody. Every Saturday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for
You
another.
got me fucked up.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace.